just going to talk you through what I'll be carrying in my rucksack for a typical Ben Nevis ascent. The key things for a rucksack to go out for a big day on the hill is it's really good if they have a chest strap and a separate waist strap. That just means you can distribute the weight a lot better across your body, so you don't have it just pulling on your shoulders all day long. So this is a synthetic filled insulating jacket, and a synthetic wool that's inside means that even if it does get wet, it still insulates you really, really well. In the UK, the downside of down jackets, that means feather filled coats, is if they get wet, they lose their insulating properties. Rucksack covers are available to go on top of rucksacks, but to be honest, they don't keep them very dry, and in high winds they tend to flap around or blow off. Rucksacks may say they are waterproof, but very rarely are, so much better just to waterproof your key items in dry bags like these. The bit of kit I'll have with me is a first aid kit, again in a dry bag so the contents stay dry. Obviously if you've got any personal meds, make sure you bring those with you. Another key thing to have in there, things like blister plasters, fabric plasters. Bring a tick tweezer or tick card, because we do have problems with ticks in Scotland and some of them do carry Lyme disease. So with me I also have some walking poles. They're stowed on the side of my bag just for now, but I'm a big fan of poles, especially for the way down. Super handy. So hydration is key. I tend to quite like using a hydration bladder. Quite like the convenience of the valve, just being able to sip away on the water as I go. If you don't have one of those or prefer to use a water bottle, something like a Nalgene bottle is great because they're really tough. Next, let's talk about feet, since we're going to be on them all day. This is example of the walking socks that I use. These are tried and tested. They are Bridgedale's, but there's lots of other good makes available out there. Key things is we've got a nice thick toe area, nice and padded. Same on the heel and also on the ankle. And then they've got a bit of elastic over the arch of the foot. And what that means is they fit really nice and snugly on the foot. They're less likely to wrinkle and crinkle and give you blisters throughout the day. So moving on to footwear, there's a range of options available out there. At the stiffest end, we've got these. These are B2 boots. They are designed to be stiff, quite heavy. They're great for winter conditions, but really they're overkill for summer conditions. Then we've got boots like this. So these are B1 boots. They're much more flexible boots, like a summer walking boot. Really nice. They're leather. They've got a really good grip on them as well. It's kind of more of your typical kind of walking boot. And then finally, we have ones like this. So these are hybrid boots. You get a lot of these days. Actually, for something like Ben Nevis, these are great. They're a great sort of compromise between trainers and walking boots when you've got typical summer conditions. There's no snow around, but you've still got that ankle support. You've got really good padding and fantastic grip as well. So one last thing I carry, just for a little bit of luxury, is one of these fold-out mats. They're just very nice to be able to sit on, keep your bum dry and comfortable when you're taking a little rest on the rocks. They weigh very little. That I'd say is my luxury item to have on the hill, but very useful indeed. So there you have it. That's the contents of my rucksack for a typical day going walking in the Highlands.